Hi, my name is Jamero Blue, and today I will be covering some of the contents covered in Chapter 3 of the statistical textbook, mostly over central tendency and dispersion, and also Excel functions used. Central, central tendency. Central tendency, also known as the measure of location, is a single value that attempts to describe a set of data by identifying the central position within the set of data. It includes the mean, median, and mode. Dispersion. Dispersion, also known as the variation or the spread, denotes how stretched or squeezed a distribution is. Common examples of dispersion include variance, standard deviation, and interquartile range. Now I'm going to demonstrate statistical functions in Excel using a set of data. The data I have provided here is real estate data, which includes the price, bedroom, size, pool information, distance, township, garage, and bath information of a number of houses. I will refer back to this data during my video to show you how to use Excel functions with the data provided. The max function. The max function returns the largest value from a list of supply numbers. Using the real estate data provided in the previous slide, I used the size category or column to figure out what was the max size of the house I had. Using the function equals max, I was able to determine that the max size was 2,900 square feet. The min function or minimum function. The min function returns the smallest value from a list of supply numbers. Using the same data from the real estate data, I was able to determine the minimum size of the houses provided within that Excel workbook. The minimum size provided was a 1,600 square foot house. Average deviation. The average deviation function returns the average of absolute deviations of data points from their mean. With this example, I used the price category to see the average deviation of price, and that average deviation of price was 38.27. Average. The average is the return of the average list of supply numbers. For my example of calculating the average, I used the price column again, and I found out that the average price of the houses provided within the workbook was 221 and 10 cents. Percentile. The percentile function returns the k depending on the number, the value percentile values into a supply range where k is in the range of 0 to 1, which means it's inclusive. Using the data from the real estate workbook, I came up with the formula for the percentile, and I used it on the category bedrooms to show how many bedrooms was in a house. Standard deviation. The standard deviation function returns the standard deviation of supply set of values, which represent a sample of the population. For this example, I also use price to calculate the standard example using the real estate data. Standard deviation of the whole population. Unlike the standard deviation of the whole population returns the standard deviation of a supply set of values which represent an entire population. Again, using the real estate data workbook provided in the workbook, I figured out the standard deviation of the whole population. And as you can see, the standard deviation of the whole population is 46.88, which is less than the standard deviation of the sample, which was 47.11. The sources I use were excelfunctions.net and the Statistical Techniques in Business and Economics 15 edition book. Thank you for watching my video.